Hey, awesomes. How's it going? Welcome to week 7. All right. I have been looking over some really, really awesome world briefings. Looking forward to watching even more over the next day or two. I'll be getting back with you and your teams on the feedback. Appreciate all of you so much. Your hard work, getting those turned in. From what I'm watching so far, just incredible, incredible. Well done, well done. So I'll be getting back with you guys throughout the week on that. So don't feel like you have to start on this right away. I know a lot of you working together really, really hard to get everybody's schedules to overlap and stuff like that this weekend. So feel free to take a day off if you need to or two. And so this week I'm going to start looking at Project 2. And I went ahead and just put, there's a sample up here, obviously, you can look at, and there's some additional resources that we'll get into probably more specifically next week. But I find sometimes the one of the most challenging aspects for Project 2 is kind of wrapping our heads around what it is, what a needs assessment memo or project needs assessment / project plan memo is. And so I think the best way I can describe it is in essence, not in totality, but in essence, we're taking a lot of what we did in Project 2 in a presentation format, and we're going to now kind of put it into a memo format. So we're going to take what we presented. So we might be called upon to further assess. I say, hey, we liked your project. Can you give us a little bit about what you just presented on, if you will, and then put it in a memo for us? We've got kind of like a hard copy, if you will. So this is kind of an opportunity to take a lot of that work. And a lot of this, of course, each one of these assignments as we're moving forward is in a way building upon itself. And so obviously a lot of it is used for reference and to kind of help us stay on track. The team charter, the team management document, putting a task schedule together, these type of things help us as we move forward, kind of like really kind of going through what we would call a project's life cycle. And this is kind of part and parcel of that. So we're going to now we're going to kind of focus a little bit more in the introductions about the problem, and now the needs assessment. And this is kind of the meat and potatoes, if you will, kind of the heart of it. Now we're going to get kind of maybe a little bit more specific than we were in the oral briefings, and say very specifically, this is what we're going to accomplish. Here's the central problem, right, of the project. What are some possible solutions to those problems? And then now we're going to start really thinking about audience. I do maybe a little bit of an audience analysis. We'll talk a little bit more about audience analysis next week, and I've got a worksheet for you that might help with something like that. Who is our audience? We really want to try to be. We know it's not just. We might have a topic where we feel like anybody and everybody, and that might be true. There might be interest by a lot of different audiences, as well as even stakeholders. But we're going to try to narrow down who are we really proposing this to? Who might the decision makers be? Who is directly affected about implementation of our potential solutions, our potential suggested recommendations for addressing this particular problem within our topic? So we really want to take some time to think about this, these questions here about, especially about audience. Then we're going to talk a little bit more about our research methods, and we're going to, obviously, because of our situation, we're going to stay strictly within secondary resources. We're all going to be doing research mostly online for this. Now we're going to get into our team schedule. So we've got this problem. Here's how we're going to be addressing it. Here's our specific audience. And now we're going to start talking about how we're going to get things done. And now we're going to get a little bit more specific. While we may have touched on it a little bit previously about the specifics as far as in our team charters, maybe, and even our team management document, kind of rough idea. We did kind of who's doing what's with like meeting minutes or these types of things. Now we're going to get just a little bit more specific. All right. Before I run out of time, I'll be back to finish this up shortly. All right, guys, stay safe, stay awesome. Bye now.